All right, it's We Need Answers part. We good? We Need Answers podcast is episode, I think it's 80. And it's the Real Wire part 9 or 10, one of them. But today we got my homie Latelle in here. One of the, all y'all know all of the Real Wire series I'll be having the older guests giving their perspective of their time in Baltimore and growing up and how it looked back then. We got a younger generation on this one. Talk about growing up in Baltimore around her way, her era, all the everything going on. If you was outside when Latelle was outside, you probably know it was live around that time. So we gonna kick it off, start from the top. So what year you was born?
1991.
Okay, 91, baby. So where you start at? Tell me where you started.
Fallsworth.
Where your area, your hood, where you from?
Pennsylvania and 1500.
Okay. All right, we'll talk about it. When you was young, what it looked like? What was you getting into when you was younger? What it looked like? How it looked when you growing up? How many siblings? All that. Like, paint the picture.
Alright, so I have 4 siblings, 2 brothers, 1 sister. We lived on Pennsylvania Avenue our whole life. Not our whole life, but growing up. You know, I done seen a lot of things. We had a good childhood. Like we have a good mother, but we had no fathers. My father was in and out of jail for credit cards. My brother father, he got killed when he was 18. Me and my sister had the same father. My other little brother father, he's just not in his life. So basically my mother was a single mother, you know, working, taking care of us. But even though my father was locked up, he still made it happen from the inside.
Okay.
So we was good.
So when you was out, so what it look like 91, 90, in the early 90s when you was outside, what you, like your friends, all that type of shit, like how was the avenue when you was young?
Like,
because I'm sure it was different when you got older.
Like, we wasn't out of control, but we run around stealing cars. Then we run around stealing cars. Then 2006, that's when I lost one of my real friends. So like that took a toll on me, and then my father got killed in prison. You know, so
shit started to change for you.
Yes, it started to change. Then I was young. I got pregnant at 15. I had my son on my 16th birthday. As I'm having my son, we get a phone call. My great grandmother died. As I'm pushing him out.
How old was she?
Huh?
How old was she?
In her 80s.
All right.
So, yeah.
So what you say? You said you changed after that happened when your father passed and your friend passed. Before that, how you feel like you was before that, like attitude wise and all
that? Like, I was cool. I always been bad since elementary school.
Getting in trouble and shit.
Getting in school, I've been in numerous psych wards. Growing up as a child, day schools with bars on the window.
Why you had to go do that though?
Like I don't know, probably because I didn't have a father figure, and even though we talked every day, like
the presence.
I still like my father was just always in and out of my life, like jail, like I'm gonna be real, like me. I had my baby in jail. And then, like, it gotta, like, right now, it gotta stop. Like, my son is 6. If I didn't have the support that I have, I don't know where would I be today, because I really have a good mother. She could have just said, you know,
fuck all that.
Yeah, like, I got my own life, you know, but still to this day,
she hold you down.
She hold me down no matter what I do.
She got you.
And back. I think I follow in my father's footsteps. And my mother never been locked up. Okay, everybody know I took pills, but as of right now, I'm clean, and I'm trying to stay clean. Of course, my family don't like it, because that's not, you know, it's not me.
Yeah.
But I was started hanging with, I'm not gonna say the wrong people, but started hanging with certain people, and started taking pills, you know, and it just was like
spiral.
Yeah, like I stopped, and then, but it was like my mother be like, you can stop if you never took pills. Like, I never went to like the next level for dope or coke or none of that. But if you took pills, coming off of pills is not easy at all. Like, at all. Like, so, like, I know you had friends that took pills, so it's not hard. It's not hard at all. Like, at all. Like, you get sick. Like, it's just.
It's a lot.
Like, I don't prefer nobody to take pills.
Why you think like that's popular shit that's going on right now?
And it was back then. It was popular. I was hanging with village niggas that was getting money. I was buying whole bottles, 100 pills, 100, 200 bars, 5 bottles of lean.
You wasn't fucking with it back then, though. Oh.
One day I asked for one.
Oh, just to see.
Just to see. Yeah. And I was sick. I was throwing up. I had yellow tint. I was throwing up everywhere. And then I was like, I didn't like this feeling. And then once it went away, I was like, oh yeah, I like this feeling.
After it went away?
Yeah.
Oh. So then that's when it started from there, for real?
Yeah.
All right. So why you think it's like, cause you see it get younger and younger with people that start fucking with shit like that.
Like I know people that's young that's sniffing dope, smoking crack, and like when I started pills, I probably was like in my 20s. Now, it's this generation is kids that's 15.
Fucking with all that.
Fucking with boots, perks. Like.
Yeah, it's wicked. It's definitely it's crazy.
Definitely wicked.
It's definitely crazy. So so going back a little earlier when you was outside, talk about some good shit like what you was saying growing up. Like I know right back in the day, like shake and bake was the shit.
Shake and bake was the shit. Every Saturday we get dressed, Jordans, get fresh, go to shake and bake, have a good time. Then after shake and bake, we banking people.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I was like, you fighting down there.
We banking this hood, that hood.
You hung with girls or you hung with niggas?
Both.
All right. So what's the most loudest time, most memorable time you remember down the beat? Cause you walking up there, you around your way, is people coming from east, west, south, everywhere coming over there sometimes.
I don't know. It was so many. Like it was so many times. Like
it was crazy.
It
Always
was crazy.
live.
Like I can speak names. Like
this on you.
Bird from a color homes. He was always knocking somebody out. He was the first one knocking somebody out. Like Chicken Bake just used to be. It was lit, but after. It was crazy.
Yeah, crazy. What about the going to the clubs? You was down Hammer Jackson and all that, right?
Yeah.
So what you remember about that era when you started going out and shit like that? Like
I was
parties, clubs and all.
I was like 13.
Going down there.
With a fake ID. Going to Hammer Jackson. Like I started like China Room. 14, like I've been,
outside.
I've been outside, like 14, in the China Room, the one, like.
So your peers, you was hanging with the people you say you was hanging with, like a certain clique, or like you was just with whoever go around, we go out with whoever I'm cool with for real.
I mean. I have friends from East, West, Sandtown, the village, all over. Like, who don't know Tally? Like, who don't know me? Like, I got friends everywhere. Now, I'm not going to say friends, but I know people everywhere.
Yeah.
So
you fuck with everybody you go out.
Yeah.
So, when you say, you said you had your son in prison, in jail. So how was that whole experience? What was you when the first time you went to jail? About the first time you got locked up.
The first time I ever got locked up was in
2014.
2014.
All right. Okay. And what was that about? Fighting. And y'all caught up in the fight.
Yeah, we got locked up.
And how long was you sitting?
That was my first time, so I had a bail.
All right. And after that, you was in and out?
After that, it just non-stop. Like, every 2 years, And then I don't come home, I sit 9 months, 11 months. A year, like, but jail was for nobody. But the worst experience that I had in jail was having my baby. I went to jail when I was 4 months. I got indicted. 120 day hit, so I already knew I was gonna be there. So his due date was April the 18th. April the 24th. I was in labor. Lunch is at 11. I was in labor since lunch. I kept telling them. The officers like, send her out. This when all that Freddie Gray stuff was going on, so it was crazy. So they tell them to send me out or whatever. They never send me out. Now dinner 5, I keep saying something to them. Now it's 8 something at night. I'm still in pain. They finally say they gonna send me out
to the hospital.
But before they could even send me out, as I was got dressed, they told me to put my uniform on. sitting in medical is a hard bench. I couldn't sit. So I'm like, can I just lay down, till the ambulance come? I laid on my bed and I was like, I feel them. Like I'm just having bad contractions. My pants was to my knees. I'm screaming. I had no medicine, nothing. I had a natural
birth.
Natural birth. I screamed 3 times so loud. And as I screamed, I was pushing. And the African nurse was telling me, don't push. First, they told me I was just having Braxton Hicks.
They was in there with you, right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Because I thought you were saying you was in there by yourself. I was like, damn. So they came in there.
Yeah, they came in. But she was telling me that I was in forced labor. I screamed 3 times so hard and loud. And next thing you know,
the baby came.
You just see a baby crying.
Damn.
Like in the middle of my jail uniform, like in my pants, like.
How they thought you wasn't having a real pregnancy?
Because she said it was the 18th and I'm due the 24th.
Oh.
So the CO.
But you had a baby before, so you knew it was.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Like, yeah, so.
So what happened after that though? So since you still locked up, how they
that was a bad, like, that was the only time that I cried, like, in jail, like.
When that happened.
Like, cause like they just, like, them, like, not, I'm going to say not all COs, but the nurses too, like, they just treat you like shit. Like you're just crazy. A number.
And they just seen you had a baby. That's crazy shit. So what happened after that? Because if you still got to sit in jail, what they do for the baby now?
The ambulance came. First of all, they cut my baby umbilical cord with unsterilized scissors. Like just regular scissors. Like, the scissors with the short handle and the big handle. They cut my baby umbilical cord with unsterilized scissors. They wrapped them in a jail sheet. They took us out. We went to Mercy. And this is the crazy part. My mother was going to Vegas. I didn't call her all that day. Just so happened, all the nurses was, rushing, because I guess like a medical emergency. Because I had him there. I had him in jail. And my mother said she heard the baby cry. And she was like, well, somebody had that baby in the waiting room? And they was like, no, she had it before she got here. And she was like, well, how she look? Like, is she a short, light-skinned girl with braids? And she said the look that the nurse gave her was like she wanted to say, yeah, she's like, well, where is she coming from? And she said, jail. She said the look the nurse gave her was like she wanted to say,
but she wasn't
but she couldn't.
So they couldn't tell nobody you was there?
Yeah, they couldn't tell nobody I was there because I'm incarcerated.
Right.
So, just so happened when they washing them off and all that, and now when they taking me to the baby unit, and the phone rang, and it's my mother.
So they let her call?
They let her call, but they didn't let her
see you.
They didn't let her see me.
Oh, okay. So
I am on Saturday, and the next day they let her come see him. But of course, I had one hand cuffed to the bed and one foot. So them 2 days I got no sleep because I already knew it was April, my court date went into August. So I already knew I was gonna be sitting.
So they let you sit in the hospital?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, you like just like if somebody else had their baby in the hospital.
Oh,
you still get to stay for the 2 days.
But then you had to go back.
Then I had to go back.
Oh, all right. So then your mother took the baby. Oh, all right. So once you went back, how was you feeling that you went back? So let me ask you this: this was what time out of all the times you went? This was the most recent, or you went back after this, back to jail? You got locked up at the.
I just got locked up September the 3rd.
All right. But I was just saying that because I ain't know if it's so. Did that change? Did that change you in any way?
It changed me, but it's still like I constantly still get into situations, and once that happened, I was like, I will never do nothing to go back to jail. But it's just like
should be happening.
Like I don't know, like it's sad, like it's just like, and I don't be being drama, like it's just like something always happening, it started with the pills, the bars, me taking the bars, blacking out, fighting my brothers, my sisters, even like to the point me being so high off the bars, stabbing I'm hurt, like stabbing my flesh and blood, like just seeing her crying, like you ripped in my little sister, like you really gonna stab me, like, but my mind's so fucked up off the bars, cause I'm taking 2 or 3 bars
a day.
Yeah, and sometimes 2 at one time. Probably 2 in the 15.
So you feel like when you take them, that make you worse?
Yeah.
But it's just hard to shake.
I'm shaking now.
Right.
I mean.
But it's a process.
Yeah, it's a process.
So you feel like you was just saying that you don't know why, like you say shit just be happening. So you feel like I'm gonna give you this example. So I was just talking about this. Somebody close to me did something. Like my little man, he been locked up, right? He been locked up damn near his whole life in and out of jail. And he just came home from probably was sitting for like 2 years. They let him go. He ended up beating one of the others. So once he came home, he young, he in his 20s. So once he came home, we talked the whole time. I always look out for him.
Right.
And when he home, I look out for him. But when I was telling him, like, while you in there, you need to figure out what you want to do. Like, come home with a plane, because he ain't never had no plane. He just outside around his way all the time. All he know. And I was like, yo, he ended up coming home, he had a kid, got into some shit. And I was telling him, like, yo, you was talking. Of course, you know niggas talk shit while he locked up. I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that.
Yeah,
and when he came home, so when he came home, like, I'm thinking like him having a kid was gonna make a difference. He is smarting up, but he kind of like got worse once he had the kid. So I was telling him, like, every time he called me, like, he told me one time, like, recently before, he was like, yo, I'm just on whatever tip, like, I'm out here, like, I rob niggas, I'm doing that, I'm doing this, yeah. So I was telling him, like after that, I kind of left it alone. I was like, I try to give him all the help I can give him. His sister tried to give him help and shit. So recently, he ended up doing something to somebody, and it backfired on him for real. So he had to get low. He had to get out of town. So when he had told, when I asked his sister, I was like, why you think be doing like he be, a lot of people love him, a lot of people look out for him, a lot of people like show him like, yo, you want to work, you want to do this, you want to do that, like we got you. And he just don't want it. So she told me, like, I think he don't really know how to grieve because he lost the people closest to him, but he never really dealt with it. So he like, his way of dealing with it is like doing fucked up shit.
Right.
So it made more sense to me, but when you talking to me, it reminded me of it because all this shit, like everything you saying, like you deal with the shit you go through the way you deal with it, whether it's pills and shit. And you know, I don't know if you seen when I had Hemi and Dern on here, they was talking about when they was going through it, like getting high and shit. And they was saying the reason why they did it was because shit was happening, or like they couldn't figure shit out. They was stressing, all that type of shit. But I say all that to say, like, when I'm talking about he did what he did to somebody, and now it's like people do shit like this, and we don't know no way to fix this shit or how else we can like solve what we got going on without either violence or taking pills and shit.
Right.
So what you think? If you was so when you was saying what you was saying, I was thinking like, I know for Yo, I was talking about the main way he could have solved what he was going through. Just stay out his way. Like, stop going around your way. Is he had people out in the counties he could have stayed with. He might have been bored, but all the drama came from just being around his way, and he wasn't getting no money. He was just outside for real, just in a way. So, but everybody ain't okay with getting away because that's all they know.
Right.
So you feel like, I'm saying that to ask you, do you feel like, what you feel like could make your situation better or could have made it better back in the day? Like, because you were saying that you've been getting in trouble since a kid. But what you think would change shit now or back then, like, for it to be a whole different, like, for shit to be better? Do you know? Because a lot of people be knowing.
I don't know. It was the pills.
Mm-hmm.
It was the pills. Like how you said, he got people, you know, that love him. Like, I have a lot of people that, like, not even my mother. Like, I have a lot of people that love me, and they say they see potential in me, but I be like,
You don't see it?
Like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like, I don't see it. Like my friends, like my friends' parents, like you know, like a lot of people. Like I have a big circle, like,
and they speak high.
Everybody, like, you can do it. Like, you're not, like, you know, like, you tell me, like, you don't, like, that shit, the pills, like, you too pretty for that. Like, I see potential in you. Like, you gotta start somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, and, like my brother, he do anything, you know, anything for me. Sid, YBI, he watched me grow up from a child. That's my uncle. Anytime he see me, like, he don't, like, anywhere, what is you doing? Why you right here? Like, I could be just coming on the avenue and just, you know, what is you doing? What, like, why you right here? Like, yo,
so now
you better than that. Get yourself together. Like, what is you doing? Like, you know, like, and I have a lot of people that tell me that, like, that really love me, like, that tell me, like, yo, it's so much money out here, like, you know, you could sell clothes, you can start a clothing line, like, everybody know you, like, you going,
that's
you
a
feel
fact,
me,
though.
they going to support you, like, you know everybody, you know everywhere, like, from the streets to the jail, like, you know everywhere, like, so.
That's a fact, though.
Like,
that's a fact, though. So what if you say you say when they tell you they see potential and they know you could do it, you say you don't see, like you don't know what it is though.
Yeah, I just don't know like my craft. Like I don't know.
You got shit. You gotta try anything then.
Like I just don't.
You don't know what you
know.
yeah. A lot of people. I know a lot of people that's like that that don't even got them type situations going on. But I feel like being busy is the best way to stay out of the way and out of the way of that
Right.
shit too. So trying shit like. To me, if somebody was to tell me that, if they say like you got potential, I think you could do this. I would ask them like, well, what you thinking? Like, what you think I should do? Cause you don't have no clue.
That's when they saying selling like starting a label, like selling. Yeah, like you know you going. Everybody gonna support you. Like
you ain't interested in that.
I am, but I just don't be like. I just can't sit down.
Alright.
Like
you don't like sitting still?
I just can't sit down. Like it's not like I don't got the money to start it. Like I can start it, but I'm just not like sitting down. Like I'm constantly
I feel
moving.
You.
Like
I feel you.
And to be truthful, I'm not doing that. Like I'm just out. Like you know, like ain't like I don't know.
You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out. Cause they ain't telling you that shit for no reason.
Right.
Yeah, so you gotta figure out and maximize that shit. Cause you never know what that shit could turn into. Millions of dollars or some shit like that.
Right, like yeah. And like I do want better. You feel me? Like stuff happens. Like I lost so many friends. Like I can't even count on my hands and toes. Like real friends, not somebody that I just call my friend. Like people that I'm younger with, slept in the bed together. Every day, like
that took a toll on you.
Like it, like really did. Like, cause I lost, and some of them is boys. Like I'm closer to some niggas than bitches. You feel me? Like when my friend Bay died, like that really took a toll on me because that's my heart. Like every morning he called me, get up, come to get you. We gonna go get something to eat. Like still, no matter what, like she never turned her back on me. Like you got some mothers, oh, she wanna get high, keep on jail. Like she never turned her back on me.
That's good.
And it's like she basically like stopped her life like to take care of my youngest, because I'm always in and out, and I don't know what I would do without her. Like she say I don't show like emotion and all that. Like I really don't know. I really don't know how to show emotion. Like I don't like. I'm gonna be real. Like sometimes even with my kids, like I love my kids, but I don't know. Like I tell them I love them, I hug them, I make sure they good, well clothed, and all that. But like some people have kids and
like real affectionate with them and shit. Like
real
that.
affectionate, like
Yeah.
on, like when I had 7, I always had 7 with me, you know. But King, I had him with me too, but he, like, once he got like 1, like 2, like he and talking, he, you know,
Yeah.
he want my mother, like he want to go home, he want to go in the house, he want to watch TV, like. But 7 outside, like, so.
Y'all grew up together for real.
Yeah, yeah.
So did you feel like you got affection from your mother growing up, or people, a lot of affection?
Yeah.
Cause I know we talked about it on here before. Me and a couple other people were saying that we didn't think we was affectionate as much because our parents wasn't as affectionate. Like my mother, she I don't question her love for me or nothing, but she wasn't always, when we was coming up, she wasn't always hugs and telling you I love you and shit like that. She do it more now than she did back then. So she ain't really do a whole lot of give me hugs and say I love you and all that type shit. So I think that's why it took me a while to start being affectionate like that. But you said your mother did do all that.
Yeah.
But it still was like a challenge to show that affection to your kids though. Like you weren't really doing it as much with your kids at first.
Like at first, but like now, I'm like just, like I love my kids to death.
You just hard up.
I'm just so hard up.
Yeah, you hard up. That's what it is.
My my mother says she don't think like I'm but
what? She don't think you are.
Like, and then like one time she told me, like, I don't think you love me. Like, I don't think you even like me.
Cause you don't show the all that type of shit.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Like, and I'm like, why you say that? Like, I do. Like, I just don't really know how to
show it.
Like, like how my mother and her mother is. That's how, and my aunt, that's how I would like me and my mother going.
Okay.
To be. Like,
how is it?
I mean, we can. It's me. It's not her.
Right.
It's me.
Something you trying to fix.
Something that I want to fix. Like my mother, she got friends, but she hangs with her mother and her sister.
Okay. Real tight.
Yeah, like they do everything together.
Okay.
Like, so that's how my mom be like, stay, like, they'd be going somewhere, going out.
Right.
And
so she wants you to hang with her like that?
Yeah, like she want me. She hang with us.
You don't be with it?
And sometimes I be like, no, I'm going outside. Like just, this was like last week. What's that lady, Shaw? The lady that cooked the food.
Oh, yeah.
She came in, so we was going there to get something to eat, and the line was long as shit. So they was just like, well, we gonna ride to DC to Caroline's Kitchen. And I'm like, on the phone, like, yo, where you at? Like,
you ain't want to go?
I don't feel like riding up here. Like, she like, see, like, Robert, like, you not doing nothing else. Like,
did you go?
So yeah.
That's good.
I went.
So you be trying.
I was like.
So you be trying though.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you. So knowing that she feel that way, do you be trying like tighten up with it, or you be like, no, you still going through you?
Yeah, I like so 7. He 14, so he feel like
He
King
grown.
is a baby.
Okay.
So, like, skies on, stuff like that. Like,
He ain't with
me, yeah, he not with it. So, I get my mother, you feel me? So we can, like, because sometimes I don't want to hang with him. Like, my grandmother, her mouth is just,
She say whatever.
say whatever to anybody. Like, so, but my mother not like that. Like, my mother quiet, bubbly, like, she...
So y'all are total opposites.
Total opposite. Total opposite.
So would you get this shit from your father?
Yes.
Okay. Right.
My fault, definitely my fault.
Alright.
In and out of jail. Well, he played with credit cards. Like, he was locked up still doing it. So, I don't play with credit cards, but I still, like, that's him. Like,
yeah. Same going hand in hand for real. Yeah.
Like, my mother won't even open a soda in the market. Like,
that's crazy. Y'all so different.
Like, the total opposite. And like 7, we got the same birthday. Total opposite.
He a good kid too.
He a good kid. Like, he don't like drama. He don't like drama and all that. And all my brothers and sisters is me.
You.
Like,
everybody else good.
Everybody else good.
So you still so correct me.
And I'm the oldest.
Oh, you the oldest out of everybody. So how you feel like when you round like when all y'all together, you feel like you separate from them, or do you feel like but the love between everybody with you is still the same? Like, it's all equal, or you feel like it could be better?
Like, I feel like it can be better. Like me and my brother, me and Dick always hung together. But like, I started taking pills, branched off. But like, he don't like it. He want better for me. I want better for me. But like, when is around him, like, sometimes I might go out and I'm in their sections with them, but it's not like how it used to be. Like, we tell each other we love, hugs, talk to them on the phone. Like, but when we was growing up, we was tighter. Like, but I know everybody, go there,
separate ways.
Yeah. But he got his friends, but some of his friends, is my friends, but like, when I'm around him, like, I'm happy. Like,
feel like old times and shit.
Yeah, I'd be like I talk to him, text him, I'd be like, you can hang out with us, like, just, you feel me? Like, I got no problem with that. Like, but it's the pills. But since I'm not on I ain't taking no pills or nothing. My voice from last night, I was at a wedding, Annex, Norma's.
All
over last night. But yeah, like.
So you feel like your biggest obstacle, from what I'm listening, your biggest obstacle is you shaking the pill thing,
Right.
and I guess getting your family part back in order, 100%.
Right.
Like your circle, you want that to be like
right.
a loving situation. So
Right.
what you feel like you, for your part, because it ain't just you, it's a lot of y'all, but for you, what you feel like your part you need to do? Because I'm asking you this because I feel like this a common situation. Like I know somebody else going through a similar situation. Well, it's worse. It ain't similar. It's worse. Like the family not really clicking at all. So what you feel like, if you was to say I need to do my part to make this work, what you feel like you need to do?
My part is staying clean.
Okay.
That's where all this come
Issues
in.
come from.
The issues come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's from me taking pills.
You believe you can do it?
Yeah.
So once you do it, what you think your life gonna look like?
I think a whole lot better. Like,
That's real. It's gonna be a lot better.
yeah. Like hanging with him, like,
Mm-hmm.
'cause like that's my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so, like hanging with him. Like once I get my shit together, like
Everything will work out.
trying.
Yeah.
It takes one day at a time. Like, it's just not gonna happen overnight.
This your first time like pushing to kick it, or you been like you tried before and it failed?
I tried lots of times.
And you just like on your own? You always did it on your own, or you went in? Did you ever go to like a rehab or something?
Always did it on my own.
Oh, you don't think a rehab help, or you ain't with that shit?
As of right now, my probation officer want me
To go
into
right.
a rehab.
You ain't with it?
Yeah. I mean, he said if I didn't do it, you gonna send me to jail.
Oh,
so
okay.
it's basically like I had no choice. Yeah.
And I was saying that because, like I was saying with the other one, that one I did with Darren and Amy, they said that's what helped them kick it. Going in there, Darren, Amy went to Philly, and Darren went out Eastern Shore.
Yeah, like he was trying to send me to go in Dizzy.
I used to work
and
there.
They said that's up Park Heights. I don't know where going Dizzy. I just know it's up Park Heights. But they said they sell pills and drugs.
Yeah, you basically outside.
Right there.
And there's one out Owens Mills. I used to work at the one out Owens Mills,
and
but it's all the same, bro.
That's what.
The further, the better.
And that's what the place he referred me to is the Turk House.
Okay.
But I want to go
far. I think
like,
that's the best because you away from everything.
Like I forgot this. It was another program, but I forgot the name of it. But it's far out, but it's nice. They got a couple different ones, and it's nice too. But I'd rather go far.
Yeah, it make more sense. You need to change the scenery.
Yeah.
You been out of Baltimore? How many times you been out of Baltimore?
Like probably like when I was young, I used to go to Philly with my stepmother, Massanutten and Myrtle Beach, but I've never been
far. All close shit. So yeah, you need to change the scenery. This is all you see. That's all you know.
When I do want like go out of town, I'm on probation.
Can't go.
Like I never been out of Baltimore.
Yeah.
I never been on a plane.
Yeah. See, you got. I think that would be the best move because if you see different shit, it might make you want different shit.
And I do. Like I watch my aunt.
Mm.
Her name on Instagram just Cherry. I watched her, and since she was 18, she had her own place.
Mm-hmm.
Never went back home. She what? Probably like 35 now, 34.
Independent.
Like always have good jobs. She just got a new car. Alexa's built. Like she take trips. Like you probably know my aunt Jane.
I know the name. I've seen it before.
Yeah.
That's somebody you look up to?
Yeah. I look up to her. Like she take trips. Where you call you? Where you at? I'm getting on the plane. Where you going? Boston for what? Lunch. Like
just free to do whatever she wants type shit.
Like I don't know, is like I ain't gonna say she been everywhere, but she been everywhere. Like she'd be in Houston and for a week and leave 4 days, go there and fly somewhere else. Like
go whenever she want.
Yeah.
And that's how you vision you want your life to be.
I look up to her.
Who else would you say you look up to in your life? Like inspiration wise. Any point in your life, who was somebody like inspired you? I'm asking that because a lot of people don't have, whether it's good or bad, they don't really be having a lot of people to look up to except for what they see. Like, and it be, for niggas, it might be the nigga getting money. For women, it might be, like you said, like your aunt, like she doing good shit, like doing her for real. So who would you say, like, you ever looked up to besides her? Or she was, like, the only one for real?
Like, Shorties.
Okay.
Like, wishful looks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I looked at her like see beauty. Like I just be on that page like.
So that type of shit, you like that type of shit. You inspired by that shit.
Yeah.
So that's if you was like that go to the inspiration of what you saying when people say you got potential and shit. That's the type of shit you want to do for real.
Yeah.
So now it's about trying to figure out how to get to that point.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that's what's up. So, I ask everybody on these series, the real wise shit. I ask them, what do Baltimore mean to you? So what you feel like Baltimore mean to you? Honest, even if it's bad, good, bad. What you feel like it mean to you?
Nothing.
It don't mean nothing. You don't care to be. It don't make. Do you feel like it made you who you are?
No, because there's some people in Baltimore that had nothing, and you know, like, and now you know they got stores like had nothing, like no guidance, or nothing, like, and now they doing them, like I don't want to say no names, but I know somebody that, you know, mother out of control, like, and she on her shit, like, she young and on her shit, like,
just got to drive.
Yeah, like,
So I take that answer. I take that. That's. Do you feel like your family to play a bigger part in Baltimore for real in your life?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So shit, and we gonna wrap up, and I feel like we need to do an update. If you what you say you gonna do the thing like your process for real as far as like getting clean and staying clean and all that. What you want after that. We definitely need to do this again. Because if somebody watching this, it might be somebody from here, it might be somebody that ain't from here that see that watching this or hearing this, and we going to do the same shit, and you might inspire them to get on their shit and figure out what they want to do. You might inspire them to be like, I gotta get clean, or you might inspire them for any reason. But if anybody watching this and want to know, like, I wonder what's up with her now.
Right, cause some I don't even like being around my friends, you know, cause I'm like, they look pretty. I'm burnt out. You know, so I branched myself off and start hanging with other people that do
Similar shit.
That do take pills too. And when I'm like last night, I had a ball just to be with my friends, my real friends, my friends that I grew up with, you know, day ones, you know.
Yeah.
I had fun, I really had fun, being sober. I was drunk, but not being high, I really had a good time,
So you can handle drinking. Drinking ain't never really been no issue for you.
No.
It just
drinking or weed.
Right.
It's just pills.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we.
And I'm not even gonna say the pills because I haven't had any perks in almost 5 years. Is the bars. And
what they do for you, the bars?
What they don't do. What they don't do.
No, I'm saying because I'm only asking that because to get off of them, you gonna be missing a certain feeling. So, what it do for you, to make you want to keep doing?
I just like the feeling. Like the high feeling, but is not right at all. I didn't got so high one night that my homeboy felt me, and nobody don't know this. Nobody felt me on Orchard Mews in the gutter,
laying out,
high on my mind.
It's the way he took you in.
I was by my sister's house. I already had pills in me, and I called the pill man, so I wanted some more. I felt like they wasn't kicking in. And then, next thing you know,
passed out.
And if it wasn't for my tattoos,
he wouldn't have known it.
And him knowing me,
yeah,
I probably could be somewhere dead right now.
I'm glad he seen you. Was you getting out in jail?
Huh?
You was still getting out in jail? So you was you wasn't even. So when was the last time that you was completely nothing? It's been a while.
Since September the 3rd till now.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a start.
Definitely a start. In jail, I definitely was getting high because I was the working lady. So I was stealing all their medication, the nurse's medication. So,
how was it being when you was in jail? You met a lot of people you ain't know, shit like that, or you knew?
Yeah, I met a lot of people that I didn't know that really, and some people that I know my whole life. You feel me? And like seals, like I never had to eat a tray.
Mm.
Like
Regular food.
I'm getting shrimps, crab cakes, chicken boxes,
Oh, you was doing
fruit, like birthday, a slice of cake. Like
Alright.
I never had to eat a regular tray. Like,
Alright. So you was good.
And I'm out. I'm out in the hallway all day, all night. They falling asleep. I'm in the nurse station taking all the detox medicine. I'm just sleeping my days away.
So
I
you was
have
comfortable.
over 200 pills.
You was comfortable in jail. Not saying you wanted to
Not
be there,
I
but you
wasn't comfortable,
you was
but
like it wasn't like
how I you feel me, how I didn't have to eat the trees and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but other than that, I wanted to come home, but
right. Yeah. I got you. So in closing, we gonna definitely run this back.
Yeah.
Just to do in a few months. I'm gonna check on you and make sure see where you at with the whole rehab situation.
Right.
And then once I had all that done, then we give people an update, see what's up. Cause I know I feel like the last one that I did, I keep talking about the Darren and Hemi one, cause that was one. Cause they was talking about a lot of shit. I didn't know that was going on with them, and a lot of people reached out to me about that, and they was like inspired, and they knew people that had the same issues going on. So I know this one to do the same thing for real, but it's just like I said when I reached out to you, I just knew like these type of stories is the ones people be interested in it, and everybody know you, and you got like it ain't a hard to find. Like you gotta verify some of these. Like people be telling me about people or recommending people to do the show with and shit. But if I don't know nothing about you, or if don't nobody close to me know nothing about you, I can't do that because he could get on there and tell a whole bunch of bullshit. But you know, I know the real story, so it's definitely one that I think and I hope inspire and help people. Cause shit, you might start doing some speeches and shit. You never know. But shit, in closing, we can wrap it up. Subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube on the podcast page. And if you try and promote a business, email me. We need answers inc@gmail.com. And we out.